Hello, good morning, everyone. Welcome to day 113 of Isolate, Meditate, Create. My name is Jessica Lynn Johnson. I am the founder and CEO of Soaring Solo Studios, which is a company dedicated to the direction and development of one person plays. So, welcome. If this is your first time tuning into IMC, the point of this is that at least on a weekly basis, we can gather together and invest in our creativity and in community, into our solo shows, and into self-care. So thanks for showing up right now. Please make sure that you have something by you to write with and write on. As soon as we're done meditating, we're going to start writing together. And I do also want to mention that sometimes the things that come up for us in the visualization can be triggering. So if you do find yourself triggered and you need to hop off this call and go and do some further self-care, totally understand. I support you in that. If you need resources beyond that, I am blessed to be surrounded by very talented people, therapists, counselors, and other resources. So feel free to email me at soaringsoloartist@gmail.com if you need further support. Okay, with that said, let's go ahead and just set everything to the side, find a comfortable seated position, and just close our eyes. Let's just start to focus on our breath. So deep inhales, audible exhales out. Releasing whatever we need to release. And with every inhale, just imagine that there is warm, bright, nourishing light that is just filling every inch of your body and just relaxing you and bringing you into a state of calm, bringing you into the present moment. And just notice any thoughts that might be passing through your mind or racing around in your head. Just notice them, but try not to attach to any of them. Just let them float by, go on their way, and keep trying to ground yourself in this present moment. And just do a body scan from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet, surveying every inch of your body and just noticing where you might be clenching your muscles, where you might be feeling pain or discomfort or tension. And just breathe deeply into those places, further relaxing and releasing. And continuing to imagine that bright light, that bright, warm light just filling your body. And just feel the energy of support that is available to you right now on this call with everyone who's joined here today to invest in creativity and community and self care. Just be in that energy of support right now. Start to imagine that on your in breath, you are breathing in things that serve you, things that fill your cup. So just imagine breathing in optimism, faith, hope, love, joy, creativity, innovation, opportunity, abundance, love, passion, curiosity. Whatever you need to call into your life and have more of in this moment, just imagine on your in breath, you are powerfully drawing that into you. And on every out breath, letting go of those things that do not serve you in this moment, things that might be weighing you down, exhaling those things such as judgment, self criticism, limiting beliefs and thoughts, scarcity, fear, divisiveness. Whatever you need to let go of, just imagine on your out breath, you are pushing that far out of your experience and continuing on your in breath to draw in those things that serve you. And just allow your breath to start to transform. And you're continuing to breathe in things that serve you, but now in your out breath, you are empowered to give back your gifts to the world. So just imagine on your out breath, you're giving back whatever it is you have to give, your ideas, your creativity, your stories, your love, your allyship, your empowerment, your kindness, your patience, your hope, your insight. Whatever you have to give back, just imagine on your out breath, you are returning that to the world and continuing with every in breath to breathe in those things that serve you. And just keep on in this cycle of giving and receiving with your breath for the next few moments. And now I'm going to start guiding you through a visualization. And with your eyes closed, your breath deep, and your body relaxed, I just want you to go on this journey with me and try not to censor it or make sense of it or control it. Just see what your intuition and your creativity want to reveal to you. I want you to imagine that you're showing up for a meeting. And when you walk into the room, you sit yourself down across the table from justice. Justice. So imagine the concept of justice embodied, personified right in front of you across the table from you. So, first, as you're imagining this meeting with justice, I want you to imagine that justice is telling you about themselves, how they define themselves. What does justice mean? How does it define itself? Just take a moment to hear that, the definition of justice. And as justice defines themselves to you, I want you to imagine that you start to embark on a conversation with justice. Maybe justice is calling on you to do something. Maybe you're asking justice to do something. But just envision how this conversation between you and justice would go. What do you have to say to one another? And what is the tone of this conversation? Is it angry? Is it passionate? Is it calm? Is it loving? What's the tone of this conversation between you and justice? And how are you feeling as you imagine this conversation with justice? What feelings are coming up for you? And just take another few moments to be in this room with justice and define it for yourself and understand if it's calling you to action or you're asking justice to step in, or perhaps there's just gratitude here for you, or anger, or any number of feelings. And just be in this meeting, be in this moment, and see what else there is to discover. And just take another deep breath in. And on the exhale, slowly coming back to this moment and opening your eyes. And go ahead and reach for whatever it is you have to write with and write on. I'm going to set my timer for 8 minutes. And I just want you to write about whatever came up for you. So maybe that's a meeting, a scene between you and justice, which could be a powerful back and forth in your solo show. Possibly it's a monologue from justice or from you. Maybe it's poetry or song lyrics or just first person narration. Whatever comes up for you is the right thing to express. So just go ahead and jump in and I'll let you know when your 8 minutes are up. You have just under 4 minutes left, 4 minutes. And about 1 minute left, 1 minute. Okay, and please wrap up your writing. Hopefully you had some powerful visions come up and powerful things to say and write about. And I do encourage you to transcribe what you've written. If you put it in a journal or scrap paper or something like that, transcribe it into a document on your computer so you can start accumulating your writing. And if your goal is to make a solo show, that's a very good way to do it, to start accumulating all of that. Okay, so in the chat, I put announcements happening in the Soaring Solo community. So be sure to scroll over to the chat. I'm going to guide you through them. First up, my free class, The Art of Creating a One-Person Play. The next free class is happening Saturday, May 15th. That's 10 a.m. Pacific time, noon Central time, and 1 p.m. Eastern time. So go ahead and RSVP at soaringSoloStudios.com under events and free class. You can also find it under the free stuff tab. So be sure to join us for that. You don't have to have any experience. You don't have to have anything written. I will always provide a writing prompt. And in the event that you do have a solo show excerpt written and you would like to share it, I set aside some time during class to share that as well. So you could always bring something that you wrote in IMC and share that in class. It's a great place to do it. Let's see, and then the the April creating captivating characters intensive is sold out. It's underway, but we are starting to take names for the May intensive, and that intensive is taught by soaring solo instructor Heather Dowling, who is an award-winning solo artist herself and just a wonderful teacher and very gifted character actor. So this is happening on Wednesday evenings, May 12th, 19th, and 26th from 7 to 9:30 p.m. Pacific time. So if you're on the East Coast or somewhere else, it's going to be a little late for you, but you're welcome to join us. And we definitely have people in all different time zones who tune in and enjoy it and stay up with us with their coffee and, and play with characters. But I will let Heather tell you a little bit more about this event. So Heather, let me unmute you and spotlight you.
Good morning, everybody. I see Lisa laughing. She's one of our late night East Coast time zone people, but she hangs in. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, you guys, creating captivating characters has been just kind of a miracle that came out of the pandemic. Something Jess and I created together about wanting to give solo performers access to the way that characters not only are a powerful part of solo storytelling, to get away actually from storytelling and get into a theatrical version of performance and bring more richness. So yes, creating characters for that, but also how a character can really give you back the gift of your story and help you discover what it is you really want to say, the direction you want it to steer in, and even some of the points of view that you want to make sure you don't leave out. Sounds wild, but sometimes in discovering the characters that are going to make up your story is where you discover what you really want to say and what you really want to share with audiences. So it's been an extraordinary ride as we've been developing this, and they've been selling out every month. So yeah, if you've been wanting to get in on the course, definitely get that email to soaringsolostudios@gmail.com ASAP, so we can get you on the list for the May intensive, because we would love to see you.
Awesome. Thank you, Heather. Yes, and that is soaringsoloartist@gmail.com. Although I should make a studio's email as well. That would probably be a good idea, but it's soaringsoloartist@gmail.com. And yeah, I would also like to add with that the techniques of solo theater, we really dive deep into that as well. They're actually going to be looking at that tonight. Week 2, we dive really deep into techniques of solo theater, which are very unique. It is unlike ensemble theater because you're playing everybody. So the tips, tricks, and tools that you need to do that successfully will all be covered in the intensive as well. It's $149 for all 3 weeks, and we do still have some spaces available if you want to return and take it again or take it for the first time. And if you're interested in working with me one-on-one or in power pairs or small group or finding out more about what those offerings are, you can also email me at soaringsoloartist@gmail.com. And as far as IMC goes, we'll be joining together again on Wednesday, April 28th, 9 a.m. right here on the same link. And if you missed any days of IMC and you want to play catch up or just jump around, go on my YouTube channel and they are all there. And this one's going on there too as soon as we're done today. So just go to my YouTube channel. I believe it's Soaring Solo LLC, Jessica Lynn Johnson, but you can also just click on the link here in the chat. And then Solo Fest, which is the largest streaming festival, I think now in the world, but certainly on the West Coast, has extended into encore season happening in May and June. So the Soaring Solo shows that will be featured are on my website. If you just go under upcoming solo shows under the events tab, you can see the different shows that have been selected as Best of Fest and Encores and all of that. It's very exciting. And the best way to learn how to do solo theater is to see a ton of solo theater, because you will learn what resonates and what does not resonate, what you like and what you don't like, and see when it's done really well, what that looks like. Okay, I think those are all of the announcements that I can think of anyway. I will leave the chat up just for a few minutes if you all want to continue saying hi to one another, jotting down the announcements and things of that nature, but I'm going to pop off. So have a beautiful Wednesday, everyone.